when the sky fractured with light and the alien fleet descended upon Earth. Humanity was faced with its greatest challenge, an invasion from the technologically superior Kulvani Empire. But the invaders underestimated one thing: the unyielding strength of Earth itself. As their advanced forces struggled under the crushing gravity of the planet, the tides of war began to shift, and Earth's defenders found an unexpected advantage. What began as a desperate battle for survival would turn into a galactic struggle that would forever change the fate of humanity. The question now was no longer if Earth could survive, but how far its newfound strength could take them in the vast, unforgiving galaxy. The invasion of Earth begins with a dramatic and awe-inspiring spectacle in the sky. As the Kulvani fleet descends, the sky fractures with blinding light, signaling the arrival of an alien force unlike any humanity had ever witnessed. The ships are massive, angular, and intimidating, reflecting the advanced technology of the Kulvani Empire. These vessels are not just ships. They are symbols of the Empire's dominance, built with the intent of striking fear into any species they encounter. The surfaces of these ships pulse with an eerie bioluminescence, a glow that dances like the northern lights, creating an almost otherworldly sight against Earth's atmosphere. The visual grandeur of the fleet is meant to emphasize the immense power and sophistication of the invaders, a warning to Earth that they are facing an enemy of immense technological superiority. The Kulvani Empire is a race known throughout the galaxy for its aggressive expansion and conquest. Having subdued hundreds of worlds, they view the universe as theirs for the taking. To them, Earth is just another planet ripe for colonization and resource extraction, an insignificant obstacle in their path. Their leaders have no real regard for humanity, seeing Earth as a primitive world with little to offer other than its resources. This overwhelming sense of superiority is embodied in their communication with Earth. The Kulvani send a message to humanity, broadcast across every screen and transmitted over every radio frequency, with one clear and chilling demand: surrender your planet and its resources, and we will grant you a swift extinction. Resist, and we will strip Earth of everything, piece by piece. At this moment, the Kulvani fleet exudes an air of absolute certainty. They expect Earth to panic, to crumble under the weight of their technological might. They have seen it happen countless times on other worlds. They believe that humanity will either surrender immediately or attempt a futile resistance, which they anticipate can be easily crushed. The Kulvani commanders are confident that their victory is assured, their advanced weaponry and superior ships rendering any form of human retaliation meaningless. They do not consider Earth to be a serious threat, and their invasion is designed to be swift and decisive. What they do not anticipate, however, is that humanity will not respond in the way they expect. The stage is set for a conflict that will defy the Kulvani's assumptions and change the course of history. In the face of the Kulvani Empire's overwhelming demand for surrender, Earth's response is not what the invaders expected. Instead of the chaos, fear, or rapid capitulation that the Kulvani anticipated, humanity offers only silence. This silence is not a simple lack of communication. It is a deliberate and powerful act. The Kulvani, accustomed to immediate responses from conquered civilizations, are left in an unsettling quiet. The absence of any formal response to their ultimatum is puzzling to the alien commanders. They are used to the usual pattern of submission or resistance, but nothing prepares them for the prolonged silence that stretches for hours. For the Kulvani, this silence is disconcerting and raises doubts among their commanders. They had been certain that the humans would either comply out of fear or take up arms in an ill-advised attempt to defend themselves. This lack of communication gnaws at the Kulvani leaders, as they begin to question whether humanity might be preparing something more dangerous than they first imagined. The silence becomes almost a statement in itself, a form of resistance that baffles and unnerves the invaders. It speaks to a depth of resolve on the part of Earth that is beyond what the Kulvani had considered. As hours pass without a response, the Kulvani start to realize that they cannot rely on their expectations of how such an invasion should unfold. They wonder whether humanity's silence is a tactic. Perhaps they are organizing a counteroffensive, or worse, preparing to deploy weapons that the Kulani have never encountered. This uncertainty forces the Kulani to reconsider their approach. Despite their technological superiority, they are now dealing with an unpredictable factor: human resilience and a refusal to follow the expected script of defeat. Finally, after the unsettling silence, the Kulani command makes the decision to proceed with the invasion, assuming that resistance will eventually manifest, but believing they can easily overpower any efforts. Yet, in this moment of hesitation and uncertainty, the humans have already made an implicit statement, one that echoes a quiet yet profound resistance to the invaders' belief in their invincibility. This silence, rather than signaling weakness, has instead created a psychological fracture in the Kulani commanders, leading them to make the first miscalculation of many. As the Kulani Empire begins their invasion, they are met with an unexpected challenge: Earth's gravity. The invasion force, composed of soldiers, machines, and advanced technology, is built for low-gravity environments, as the Kulani homeworld has a gravity much weaker than Earth's. What they fail to account for, however, is the immense gravitational force on Earth, which is more than double that of their homeworld. The moment the Kulani soldiers step onto Earth's surface, they are immediately impacted by the planet's gravity. Their bodies, which are designed to move with speed and agility in a lower gravity environment, now feel weighed down. The Kulani soldiers, who are accustomed to feeling light and capable of quick, acrobatic movements, find themselves struggling just to move. Their limbs feel like they are encased in lead, and each step is an effort. Their advanced combat exoskeletons, designed to enhance their physical abilities, are rendered nearly useless in the face of Earth's relentless gravitational pull. They had never considered the possibility that their state-of-the-art technology could be undermined by a simple, natural force. The machines of the Kulani army fare no better. The assault drones, which are designed to traverse low-gravity landscapes with ease, are now sinking into the Earth's soil. These spider-like machines, which should be gliding effortlessly over alien terrains, find themselves bogged down and immobilized. Their intricate, high-tech legs buckle under the weight of the planet's gravity, rendering them useless. This failure is something the Kulani had not predicted. Their advanced machines, once thought to be unstoppable, are now just another part of their military that is paralyzed by the planet itself. The Kulani, who had arrived with overwhelming confidence, begin to realize that their technological superiority is not enough to overcome the basic laws of nature on Earth. They had expected resistance, of course, but not from the planet itself. They thought they would face human-made obstacles, such as missiles or crude military tactics. But Earth's gravity is something entirely outside the scope of their understanding and preparation. The invaders are not just fighting a species, they are fighting the very planet they are trying to conquer. This realization is a massive blow to the Kulani, who are accustomed to swiftly conquering worlds without ever facing such a fundamental obstacle. Their once assured confidence is now replaced with doubt and frustration as they attempt to adapt to the harsh environment. The struggle against Earth's gravity begins to crack their once unshakable resolve, and the tables start to turn. The Kulani had underestimated Earth's physical properties, a mistake that will soon lead to their downfall. Their struggle against gravity is not only a practical problem, but a psychological one as well, further undermining their morale and pushing them toward a realization that they are not as invincible as they had thought. As the Kulani struggle against Earth's gravity intensifies, humanity, which had initially prepared for what seemed like an insurmountable invasion, quickly recognizes the opportunity presented by the aliens' unexpected weakness. Human military forces, initially bracing for the worst, begin to notice something crucial. The Kulani invaders are moving much slower than anticipated. The alien soldiers, once envisioned as unstoppable forces with advanced weaponry and elite training, are now faltering under Earth's gravity. Reports from human ground troops flood in, and they bring a revelation that sparks the shift in strategy. The invaders are slow, their weapons malfunction, and they can't keep up. This discovery is the first glimmer of hope for Earth's defenders. The invading forces, who had arrived with their superior technology and pride, now faced the challenge of moving in ways that are alien to them. As the Kulani struggle to adapt, humanity begins to realize that, despite their technological disadvantage, they might be able to turn the tide of the battle. The human military begins to launch a coordinated counteroffensive with remarkable speed. Soldiers who had been preparing for an overwhelming invasion now find themselves in a unique position. The Kulani forces, once feared for their technological superiority, are slow-moving targets. The human response is swift and precise. Conventional firearms and vehicles, initially seen as outdated compared to the alien technology, are now more than enough to exploit the Kulani's vulnerabilities. Tanks roll across the alien landing zones, crushing weakened alien mechs and ensuring that their forces are rendered immobile. Fighter jets, which had once been outclassed by the superior alien technology, now reign supreme in the skies. Human air forces launch devastating attacks, targeting the Kulani's vulnerable positions from above. The Kulani forces, who had expected to dominate with superior firepower, are now struggling to maintain their ground. Earth's infantry, while perhaps not as advanced, fight with tactical precision, exploiting the alien invaders' inability to move effectively under the oppressive gravity. As the Kulani forces begin to retreat, they find themselves in disarray. Their previously organized military structure is now chaotic, with troops attempting to drag their broken machines back to their ships. Many of the alien soldiers are left behind, captured by human forces who move in with overwhelming numbers. The sight of the Kulani invaders retreating, dragging their wounded and disabled machines back into orbit, is one of humiliation and desperation for the once proud empire. Their invasion, which had begun with such confidence, is now unraveling before their eyes. This unexpected turn of events emboldens Earth's defenders and gives humanity a newfound sense of hope. What was once a hopeless fight against an overwhelming force has now become a struggle where the invaders, not the defenders, are the ones on the back foot. The tables have turned, and humanity's adaptability, resilience, and quick thinking have begun to outpace the Kulani's technological superiority. The fight is no longer about fighting an alien invader. It has become a battle of survival, where Earth is proving that it can hold its own against even the most advanced alien threats. The momentum shifts firmly in humanity's favor, setting the stage for a historic victory. As the Kulani forces are overwhelmed and retreat, the once dominant alien invaders find themselves in disarray. The initial shock and awe of their advanced technology and their overwhelming numbers had quickly been replaced by the harsh reality of Earth's gravitational force, which they had not anticipated. Their towering warriors and sophisticated machines, built for low-gravity environments, were now at the mercy of a planet whose gravity was far stronger than they had expected. Struggling under the weight of Earth's immense pull, the Kulani soldiers and their war machines were rendered slow, ineffective, and easy targets for the human forces. The swift, coordinated counteroffensive launched by humanity was not just a moment of military victory, but a striking affirmation of human resilience and tactical brilliance. As the Kulani forces attempted to retreat to their ships, the extent of their failure became clear. Their withdrawal was chaotic, with many of the alien soldiers left stranded on Earth and many of their machines either damaged beyond repair or abandoned in the rush to escape. This retreat was a far cry from the controlled, methodical invasions the Kulani had conducted across hundreds of other worlds. The few who made it back to their ships were battered, their morale shattered, and their fleet reduced in strength. For the first time, the Kulani had tasted the bitter fruit of failure, and it was clear that Earth had delivered a blow that no one, not even the invaders, could have foreseen. Meanwhile, as the retreating Kulani ships limped out of Earth's atmosphere, human scientists quickly analyzed the situation, piecing together the aliens' vulnerability to Earth's gravity. They theorized that the Kulani, accustomed to lighter gravitational forces on their homeworld and across their empire, had never encountered a planet as dense as Earth. Their technology, though advanced, was built for a completely different set of physical conditions, and they had made the critical error of underestimating the role of gravity in their invasion. This arrogance and overconfidence in their technological superiority had led to their downfall. The fact that Earth's gravity, a basic physical property, had played such a decisive role in humanity's survival was not lost on anyone. With the Kulani fleet retreating and Earth's defenders emerging victorious, a wave of triumph swept across the planet. News outlets around the globe broadcasted the victory, dubbing it the Gravity War. People celebrated not just their survival, but the fact that Earth's natural forces had helped defeat a technologically superior foe. It was a bittersweet moment of vindication, as humanity realized they had won through a combination of sheer willpower and the planet's natural defenses. This victory was more than a military achievement. It was a symbolic moment of unity for all of humankind, a reminder that their homeworld, once thought of as insignificant, was a powerful and unyielding force in the universe. The Kulani's retreat and the subsequent victory had profound implications for humanity. For the first time, Earth had proven itself capable of standing up to an alien empire that had conquered countless worlds. The invasion that had been expected to be a swift and easy conquest had become a humiliating defeat for the Kulani, and for humanity, it was a defining moment in their history. This victory was not only a military triumph, but a reminder that nature itself could be a powerful ally in the fight for survival. The Kulani Empire, shaken to its core, would now be forced to reevaluate its approach to expansion and conquest, while Earth had proven that it would not easily bow to any invader, no matter how technologically advanced. The victory over the Kulani would reverberate across the galaxy, sending a message to any who would consider Earth an easy target. Humanity was a force to be reckoned with. Following the Kulani invasion, humanity was united in ways that had never been seen before. The shock of the invasion, combined with the overwhelming triumph over the alien forces, ignited a deep sense of solidarity across the globe. Nations that had once been divided by political, economic, and cultural differences now found themselves collaborating, driven by the common goal of ensuring their planet's future security. Earth's defenders had won not just a military victory, but had also instilled a new sense of purpose among all nations. This unity would become the foundation for humanity's next great leap, both in terms of technological advancement and political cooperation. One of the most significant outcomes of the Kulani invasion was the rapid advancement of human technology. In the wake of the alien defeat, the remnants of the Kulani technology were recovered, studied, and reverse-engineered by Earth's finest scientists, engineers, and military strategists. The alien technology, once thought to be the pinnacle of advancement, was now a resource for humanity to learn from and improve upon. The most notable innovations came from the study of energy weapons, which had the power to vaporize steel, and the gravity manipulation technologies that allowed the Kulani ships to defy the basic laws of physics. These technological marvels were now available for human use, but humanity's scientists did not simply replicate the alien designs. Instead, they began to improve upon them, finding ways to integrate these technologies with Earth's own scientific principles. The greatest leap forward, however, came in the form of gravity manipulation technology. The Kulani had designed their ships and weapons to function in low-gravity environments, but humanity, using the same principles, found ways to apply these technologies in a way that was uniquely suited to Earth's gravity. By understanding and adapting the Kulani technology, humans were able to develop new weapons, propulsion systems, and even defensive mechanisms that took full advantage of the planet's gravity. These innovations were not just theoretical, but became the cornerstone of Earth's new defense strategy. In response to the growing threats from other species in the galaxy and the realization that Earth would no longer be a secret, humanity began the construction of its first orbital defense network, EGS. This system, made up of a network of satellites equipped with advanced weaponry and shielding, was designed to intercept hostile forces before they could even reach Earth's surface. The EGS network marked the first step in Earth's transformation into a powerful military and political force in the galaxy. It was a symbol of humanity's newfound strength and technological prowess, as well as its determination to never again be caught unprepared. Yet the technological revolution was not without its complications. As nations united under the banner of global defense, old rivalries and political tensions simmered beneath the surface. While some governments sought to maintain control over the alien technology for their own gain, others pushed for global transparency and shared knowledge. The formation of the United Nations, now tasked with overseeing planetary security, played a crucial role in managing these tensions. The UN, which had once been seen as a symbol of international cooperation, now held a far more powerful and significant role, helping to guide humanity through this new era of interstellar threats and technological advancements. However, old wounds from past conflicts were not easily healed, and trust between nations was a delicate balance that had to be nurtured over time. In the months following the invasion, humanity's response to the alien technology transformed Earth into a hub of scientific innovation. The resources left behind by the Kulvani provided a wealth of knowledge that advanced human society by decades in just a few short years. As the planet's scientific community began to integrate and adapt the alien technologies, Earth's military and industrial sectors quickly rose to new heights. In the aftermath of the Kulvani defeat, humanity not only proved its resilience, but also cemented its place as a force capable of shaping its future and the future of the galaxy itself. This newfound strength and unity, coupled with the rapid technological advancements, marked the beginning of a new era for Earth, one where humanity would no longer be the underdog, but a dominant player on the galactic stage. After the failure of their invasion, the Kulvani Empire retreated, leaving behind a shattered fleet and a profound sense of humiliation. The Kulvani had underestimated Earth, and their advanced technology, once thought to be unbeatable, had been crippled by the very forces of nature they had ignored: Earth's gravity. The retreat of the Kulvani marked not only a tactical defeat, but a significant turning point in the galactic balance of power. The once unquestioned might of the Kulvani Empire had been shattered by humanity's unexpected resistance, and the ripple effects of their defeat would be felt across the galaxy for generations. Back in the heart of the Kulvani Empire, their leaders faced an existential crisis. The defeat on Earth had exposed deep flaws in their military strategy and their arrogance. The Kulvani Empire had prided itself on conquering countless worlds, yet they had underestimated the raw power of Earth's natural environment and the resilience of its inhabitants. As news of their catastrophic failure spread, rebellions began to spark within their territories. Species that had been oppressed by the Kulvani saw an opportunity to rise up, emboldened by the victory of the humans. The once mighty empire now faced widespread unrest, and its resources were stretched thin as it fought to quell insurrections within its own borders. This period of vulnerability for the Kulvani gave humanity a unique opportunity to establish itself as a key player in galactic affairs. While Earth had initially been seen as an insignificant backwater planet, the defeat of the Kulvani forced other civilizations to take notice. Humanity's ability to survive an invasion by such a technologically advanced empire, and the resourcefulness displayed in the wake of the battle, made it clear that humans were not just survivors. They were capable of learning, adapting, and ultimately overcoming overwhelming odds. As the Kulvani Empire struggled to maintain its grip on power, humanity's influence began to spread across the galaxy. Earth's diplomats seized this opportunity to forge alliances with other species. With the Kulvani Empire in disarray, many previously subjugated civilizations were eager to align themselves with a rising power like humanity. Earth's position as the planet that had defied the odds and stood victorious against the Kulvani made it a symbol of hope for those living under oppressive rule. Diplomatic missions were sent to neighboring star systems, offering trade, technological cooperation, and military support in exchange for alliances. Slowly but surely, humanity began to build a coalition of allied worlds, united by their shared resistance against the Kulvani and their mutual desire to see a new order in the galaxy. Despite the growing influence of humanity, the galaxy was not without its challenges. As Earth's reputation spread, rival empires and power-hungry factions began to see humanity as a potential threat to their own ambitions. The collapse of the Kulvani Empire left a power vacuum, and many species sought to take advantage of the situation, either by challenging humanity directly or by forming alliances that could rival Earth's growing coalition. pirates, mercenaries, and warlords, emboldened by the weakening of the Kulani's dominance, targeted human colonies and starships, seeking to exploit humanity's vulnerability. Nevertheless, humanity's response to these threats demonstrated their ability to adapt and innovate. With the resources and knowledge acquired from the remnants of the Kulani technology, humanity's military forces rapidly grew stronger. Earth's armed forces began to develop advanced warships and defense systems, blending the ingenuity of human engineering with the alien technologies at their disposal. These new ships, known as gravity fighters by the galactic press, became the symbol of humanity's strength, advanced, versatile, and capable of manipulating gravitational forces in ways that had never been imagined by their enemies. As the years passed, humanity's influence continued to expand. Earth became a hub for interstellar politics, trade, and innovation. The United Nations, transformed into the United Galactic Coalition, UGC, became the governing body for planetary security, overseeing cooperation between the growing number of allied species. This newfound unity between different worlds and civilizations marked a new era of galactic cooperation, one in which humanity played a key leadership role. The retreat of the Kulani Empire, once seen as an unstoppable force, became a defining moment in galactic history. It proved that even the most powerful empires could fall, and that the strength of a species lay not only in its technology or military might, but in its ability to adapt, innovate, and stand firm in the face of adversity. The defeat of the Kulani sent a clear message to the galaxy. Humanity was not to be underestimated. They had survived, learned, and emerged stronger, and the galaxy was now watching as they prepared for the challenges of the future. The aftermath of the Kulani invasion was a pivotal moment for humanity, not just in terms of survival, but also in how it reshaped Earth's trajectory in the larger galactic context. While the initial focus was on rebuilding and recovering from the invasion, it became clear that Earth had undergone a profound transformation. Humanity, once a species that had gazed at the stars with wonder and curiosity, now stood as a formidable force in its own right. The invasion had exposed humanity to the harsh realities of galactic conflict, but it also taught them invaluable lessons about strength, unity, and resilience. In the years that followed, Earth's military and scientific communities combined efforts to ensure that humanity would not only survive any future threats, but also be ready to protect itself and thrive within the wider galaxy. One of the most significant developments following the invasion was humanity's rapid technological advancement. Earth's engineers and scientists worked tirelessly to reverse engineer and adapt the alien technologies left behind by the Kulani. The most important of these was the understanding and integration of the advanced weapon systems and gravity manipulation technology used by the Kulani. These technologies, initially designed for space combat and planetary domination, were now being harnessed to bolster humanity's own defense capabilities. As a result, Earth saw the creation of its first orbital defense network, known as Aegis. This network, composed of a series of satellites equipped with powerful weaponry and shields, was designed to intercept and neutralize any incoming threats from space. The Aegis system acted as a first line of defense, preventing any future invaders from even reaching Earth's atmosphere, and serve as a clear message to any would-be aggressors that humanity was no longer a vulnerable planet. Beyond military advancements, humanity's newfound unity played a critical role in its transformation. The threat of the Kulani invasion had united Earth's nations in ways that were previously thought impossible. National rivalries, often sources of conflict, were set aside as humanity faced a common existential threat. The United Nations, now more powerful and influential than ever, became the coordinating body for planetary security, focusing on not only defense but also cooperation between Earth's nations. The previously fragmented political landscape of Earth now had a central authority that oversaw diplomatic efforts, resource distribution, and the maintenance of peace. As humanity worked to establish a unified defense and scientific front, it became apparent that cooperation and collective action would be the cornerstones of humanity's future, not just on Earth, but across the stars. The galactic impact of humanity's transformation was equally profound. The defeat of the Kulani and the subsequent rise of Earth as a global power changed the dynamics of interstellar politics. No longer seen as a backwater planet or a primitive species, humanity became an important player in the balance of galactic power. As Earth's military and scientific capabilities grew, so too did its diplomatic influence. Earth became a symbol of resilience and innovation, attracting the attention of other civilizations that had once been under the boot of empires like the Kulani. Humanity's message was clear. No empire, no matter how powerful, could dictate the fate of Earth or its inhabitants. The defeat of the Kulani became legendary, not only for the military victory it represented, but also for the way it altered the perception of Earth in the eyes of the galaxy. As humanity's influence spread, the need for alliances and cooperation became even more apparent. The galaxy, once divided into competing empires, began to slowly coalesce around a new vision of unity, with Earth at its center. Diplomats, military leaders, and scientists from different worlds came together to form new coalitions aimed at promoting peace and advancing technological progress. Earth's role as a leader in this new era was not without its challenges, as old rivalries and distrust still lingered in some corners of the galaxy. However, humanity's approach was different from the colonialist tactics of empires like the Kulani. Instead of imposing dominance through fear and subjugation, humanity offered cooperation, technology exchange, and mutual defense, creating a web of alliances based on shared goals and a desire for freedom and prosperity. Humanity's success was not just based on their newfound military might, but on their ability to adapt to the complexities of interstellar diplomacy. Their reputation as the species that had defeated the seemingly invincible Kulani helped solidify Earth's position as a respected power. Even as new threats emerged from various corners of the galaxy, humanity's unity and determination became their greatest strength. Where once they had been a species at the mercy of others, they were now a force that could influence the course of galactic events. However, the road ahead was not without its difficulties. While the Kulani Empire had been defeated, other powers and forces within the galaxy were watching Earth closely, some with suspicion, others with fear. Rival empires began to see humanity's rapid rise as a destabilizing force, and the balance of power in the galaxy shifted. But humanity had learned an important lesson from the Kulani invasion. Strength lay not only in military power, but also in resilience, adaptability, and alliances. They were now a species that could not be easily dismissed or defeated. In the years that followed, humanity continued to adapt and grow. The construction of new warships, equipped with reverse-engineered Kulani technology, allowed Earth to project its power further into the galaxy. These ships, known as gravity fighters, became legendary for their ability to manipulate gravitational forces in ways never before imagined. The technology and tactics humanity had developed during the Kulani conflict were now being applied to their new ventures into the unknown reaches of space. But Earth's story was not just about warfare. It was about exploration, diplomacy, and the desire to forge a future among the stars, free from oppression and conquest. As humanity's influence spread and new alliances were formed, it became clear that Earth's role in the galaxy would continue to grow. The universe, once a vast and mysterious expanse, was now a place where humanity could carve out its future. And with each new challenge, humanity stood ready, not just to endure, but to shape the course of history, proving that when faced with adversity, they could rise to meet it, united as one.